Okay, we're back. As my game lags a little bit after reloading. Yeah, I just checked up on everything. It seems to be in order. It's hard to tell though because I didn't unplug my headphones. And when I record I use the USB. Like I've got a weird adapter. Fucking phone call, of course. Of course when I come back. Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back. So sorry about that. Like, friggin' septic tank clearing company. Looks like I'll get the thing emptied out. Alright, so we're back. And we should be good to go. As I was saying, I hope I haven't moved my microphone too much. Probably have because I had to take it off my head, but hopefully it's not too messed up. Let's get on with the story, shall we?
The beast comes! Hurry!
Yeah, I wonder if that's part of the test.
There may be prowling monsters about.
Okay. So like I was saying earlier, combat for this class is going to be interesting in that I'm super not used to it. I'm not even sure if this thing has like an R1 grab attack. Because I know daggers do. Those guys just had a bad day. God, having a bow here would make this fight way easier. Granted, I'm just overpowered as shit, so it's probably not gonna matter. Oh yes, the show's mentioned there was no tutorial. I don't have a double jump, so this is gonna be... I also don't have a dodge roll, so I'm gonna have to...
Lend thy kiss! No! They hold the advantage!
Scale them the old-fashioned way. Or don't. Yeah, probably a double jump. This is gonna be a real pain in the ass to find. Oh, he almost killed me there. Yeah, if I had fallen off that cliff, that would have been instant death. Actually, he's gonna die here anyway, because I'm strong. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to struggle, you're supposed to hit him in the eye to weaken him. It's super hard to climb enemies in this game if you're not a Strider class. Part of that is not having the double jump, which you wouldn't have anyway at this point in the game, but the other part is not having a bow to shoot him in the eye. Because holy crap was that a pain in the ass.
Let us return to the encampment.
But you know,
Anytime.
to make this a bit of a challenge, even though I clearly just 4-hit him. And claim my loot. Those beast sticks and stuff are stamina curatives. Not overly useful, but they're there. But yes, I should also mention now, pretty much every city has its own notice boards. And for the most part, they're separate. Kill seabirds, easier hobo. Kill some phantasms. A lot of these are for like weapons and stuff. Kill some spiders. Kill some cyclopses. Kill a bunch of female bandits. That's one of the new quests.
What purpose do you suppose this place holds?
Alright, so... that done. I think I have to go back to the Riftstone here and
Shall we search the area?
With that, your trial is complete. You are the Arisen in truth, proven beyond any doubt.
is it?
Now, I bid you select a companion for the journey ahead. They shall serve you, and you alone, to share in your hardships and aid you in every endeavor.
Now is it gonna keep my default one? Because if so, that's fine. Yes, it did. Yep. I'm completely fine with that. And I guess she has to be one of the 3 default classes. Well, mage it is. I'm not overly concerned. Matter of fact, I'm probably not even gonna bother doing much to change her appearance. There she is.
Our fealty is sworn to you, Arisen. From this day, the Legion's men called pawns live and die by your command.
See, it's basically as Arisen I get to be king of all the pawns and control them all. Which is basically a fancy way of saying, hey, you can have up to 3 other characters do all the fighting for you. And by do all the fighting for you, I mean they're gonna run around, be idiots, get themselves killed a bunch. Because Jesus Christ, is their AI not good? It's really not. So my first order of business is getting rid of Rook, because holy crap is he worthless. So let's see. Hey, there's a bunch of people's like Steam usernames in there. Here we go, Sam and Vincent.
Is everything in order, Master?
Goodbye.
May our paths...
So let's get rid of Rook because, you know, he's Rook.
Yes, Arisen. I am honored.
Oh, I got the bug where it takes extra long for that dialogue to close.
Yes, Arisen?
This guy, I believe I used for endgame. His name is Vincent. Perhaps Vincent McMahon.
I am honored to travel with you.
I'm sure that's probably the joke. Like, there's gotta be a ton of jokes in here. In people's spawns, because people do this shit all the time. I'm pretty sure one of these 2 pawns has like a voice that's so freaking deep, it just like distorts everything and it's hilarious.
A master and his pawn, is it? You'll be quite the force, come the day you learn to fight as one. Mind you, that is a skill better honed in practice than in the heat of mortal combat. I can help in that regard, should you wish it.
So welcome to mandatory training.
The men of the Enlistment Corps never turn away the eager. Let me be clear from the outset. I'm a harsh master, whoever the pupil. You'll complete 3 forms of training in sequence.
And they all suck.
Each serves to hone a different quality. You'll need more than raw muscle here. If you find a task too difficult to manage, you might reconsider your party.
You mean I might want to have picked the Strider because I have to
There
shoot
are
targets?
other pawns here. You can choose among them if you care to. The first task is carrying freight. Haul the lot of them before my count ends. You're free to choose your company, but this is a task too great for just one person. Many hands lighten any load, as they say. Now, get to it. We'll begin as soon as you're prepared. Just
These are all
keep the word.
basically time trials.
Your
where it's like-
task is to haul all of the freight before my count ends. Get to it.
Yep, these are just time trials, go do the thing. And they all suck and they're all boring. And they basically exist to give you the illusion of a system here. So there's our 4 targets. Ideally, each of my pawns will go after each one. Because if that doesn't happen, I'm in trouble. Just walk through him. Jump down. Hey, first one's down.
deadline draws near, sir.
Well, they got him.
We must hurry. There's no time.
I guess the AI is pretty good at fetching.
Enough! Well done. Meet each challenge with that vigor, and you'll make for a fine warrior afore long. Next is combat training. A large group will be of help again, but you must choose your companions wisely. A company all doing the same thing is less effective than using a varied approach. We'll begin as soon as you're prepared. You'll set about destroying scarecrows this time.
Okay, go kill scarecrows. Well, welcome to Boring Quests, the game.
I'll sell it with a spell.
Arisen, I am at your side.
So where are my scarecrows? Here's a couple up here.
The deadline draws near, sir. We must hurry. There's no time.
I'll fell it with a spell.
Enough!
So here's where it's going to get complicated.
Well done. Meet each challenge with that vigor, and you'll... Right
Okay.
then. Finally, you'll be
Hey, more
There are
scarecrows.
two sorts of scarecrow. Each
Yeah, I'm
with
kind of
its
skipping
own
his dialogue because I hate this quest.
One falls only to steal.
Hey, guess
and
what?
brute
One's
force.
magic,
The
one
other, if you're
one
dead,
swords.
well,
'Twas a fight.
It's the exact same thing. Kill some scarecrows. Done. Now when it says you can only use magic for summon,
The deadline
you know,
draws near,
attack
sir.
ours,
I'll sell it with a spell.
what it actually
We
means
must
is,
hurry. There's no time.
you know, they'll both die eventually. It's just way faster to hit one with magic and the other one with
Strength in numbers,
swords.
'Twas a fine scrap.
enough!
Super easy.
That's the fastest I've ever seen it done. And on a task fit to challenge even a seasoned warrior.
I mean, aside from that time I used the bow and killed the
Well
bull.
done. You've completed your training. See now the difference well-selected
So this is supposed to teach you about party
Yes,
composition.
No doubt, no doubt.
Here's a hint. Warrior and whatever the other classes, the like main sword fighter and like two-handed
You'll
weapon
learn the
classes
rest
suck.
From actual combat. If you have trouble, examine your party.
It is much better to have pawns with ranged alternatives. For the most part, you want your pawns to be magic users, to be completely honest. Because magic is like the worst thing to play as in this game. Because you just stand still and cast spells, and that is incredibly boring. It's just auto-target, cast spells, hope you don't get hit out. That is the magic user game.
Well met, sir.
And that's why it's a great job for AI. All you have to do is stand still and cast a spell. Sometimes they won't do that. I think it's really frustrating.
I am Mercedes. I lead the men of the Enlistment Corps. I've heard talk of the Arisen. They say you hold dominion over the pawns. I've ordered pawns to take up swords and fight myself. But they are a clumsy lot. I cannot call them into this world as you do, though, nor make traveling companions of them. What manner of magic lets you command them so? Well, it matters not. The dragon is come. I'll welcome any help, be it pawn, arisen, farmer, or fishwife. Make use of the encampment as you please. Are you in need of rest?
So I think if you rest here, it automatically starts the next segment, which...
Well, come again whenever you tire.
There is a bit of an Easter egg here I can do. That would require going back to caster this. You also notice that it is getting dimmer out. There is a day-night cycle in this game. Now, the difference between day and night, the game will tell you it's more dangerous at night. In most cases, probably not. There are some very specific cases where it is. The main drawback is visibility.
Well sturdy, this place.
But otherwise, other than visibility being
Stand to
impaired,
commission some
night
new
isn't that much
roads.
different. Overall, there's like a couple
Perhaps we'll find
exceptions
ore among the
where there's
crags
actually
that
going to be
litter
more
this place.
enemies.
'Tis safest on the road.
It's not going to be anywhere near here. Specifically in like the less inhabited areas that are a ways away from anywhere where you can heal. Those areas tend to be harder. Specifically, I'm thinking like the northern ends of the map.
Roads are safer than the brush.
Specifically wherever wolves spawn, actually. Because there's a lot more wolves at night for the most part. And in some of the goblin areas, there's a lot more goblins.
Tis your hometown, is it?
There's specific areas, like way out in the middle of nowhere, where the goblins are so thick at night you could kill them for like 20 minutes in the same spot. It's ridiculous.
Ah, the venerable Arisen returns.
I bet you most people who play this game miss this
Come to
cutscene.
lead the pawns in a quest to slay the dragon. Those equivocal husks. Will or nill, the Arisen is always drawn to the dragon, as puppets strung in fate's own thread. Many have come before you, eager to stand tall atop the grand capstone of worldly truth that is the dragon. Arrogance. The dragon is ever born anew into the world, and with it too, the Arisen. All Arisen seek out the dragon, but lucky are the few who attain an audience with the beast, while yet they live. Ours is a weak, fragile world, and little within it is more frail than man. In yon encampment they gather up their knights and hired steel. They think to grow their numbers and hunt the dragon. But they shall soon learn their lot will e'er be as prey.
So yeah, he babbles a bunch of nonsense and stuff. Oh, we can do the well quest now.
Chills just to think of it. I didn't. I'll make no excuse, cousin. I hid in the well for fear of the dragon. And let me tell you this. You'd be wise to keep your distance from that pit. I was too craven to venture far. And lucky thing, a queer growl echoed back with the sound of water from further in. There's aught down there. Mark my words. I could feel it, I could. Do not see me going back down there to find out what... What? You mean to go down there? You're a right hero. Here, if you're set on going, take this with you. It should have some use to it left. I'll not soon forget your bravery, cousin. Pray, just come back alive.
Well, I may as well do this quest now, because it's right here, and I'm super overpowered. Like, I can pretty much handle almost every encounter, save, like, the DLC island stuff. Because some of those encounters in there are ridiculous and just impractical to do.
Where should we go, Arisen?
Use this elite lantern, which, actually lights stuff up.
Water from the road.
I have a notice board quest for this. Wow, she was actually really close to leveling. That's kind of bad because she's the wrong class. Oh well. At this point, stats really don't matter. And like 2 extra points in one stat is honestly not going to make a difference. Like, we're well past the point of stats making a difference.
An animal
Really.
carcass. It was the victim of a monster, most like. We'd best take care not to meet the same end. If we're to proceed, we've no choice but to jump.
So these are the monsters. These are things you want to be at least level 10 to fight. But, because I know how to fight these things, which is to say, chop the tail off them with a sword in the head. These things should like...
Pull it down! It's not worth the time!
Yeah. Like, keep in mind, I'm using like the worst sword in the game, basically.
The beasts are swift! Be wary!
Oh, they all fall from the ceiling.
I'll burn it to cinders!
Hey, look, that quest's done already. So like I said, these quests are basically piss easy. Especially because I know exactly what I'm doing, and also I'm overpowered. Hey, the wooden bar came back. See, I'm not even going to bother looting chests in here, but this is the underwater well cave. This is the area of a couple quests later in the game. This one I wasn't supposed to be able to do at this point, obviously. That was a level like 10 plus quest. At this point in the game I would have been probably level 3, maybe 4. Point is, I wasn't supposed to be able to go in there and do that easily.
Care to find out
But,
where this
you know,
path
otherwise I'd have to come back and do it. Which I mean, I'm going to be coming back here soon enough anyway after the next couple quests, because
This encampment serves as a fine bulwark against monsters.
one of the quests coming up is very easily missable and
Built to keep out
reveals a
monsters.
lot about the main story. And a lot of people missed it just because. Like, if you want to get all the quests in this game, there's a lot of backtracking, and backtracking means going through the same areas over and over again on stamina that depletes, and it's just not fun, and it's tedious, and it takes like 100 plus hours casually to do everything you want to do with the DLC and all that. Which is why, as an overpowered character, I figured that's the only way this LP was getting
Once
done.
more men have gathered, we'll leave for the camp. Until then, you're free to
Otherwise, it
use
would have been a
our
10-minute encounter with those lizards, as opposed to that, like, 1-minute encounter.
as you will. Repose is the better part of readiness.
Alright then, let's rest up. Cutscene time. Wonder how this fight's gonna go, actually. Because this is like the first... I don't want to say real fight. But it basically is the first real fight. But this is where I might actually have to deal with their stupid, like, breaking free system. Which is really my only big complaint about the game. So yes, we have a Hydra. We're like, what? Maybe casually an hour and a half into the game.
A Hydra! Pray, be careful!
we must stop it. This is
Probably gonna kill it here. 'Cause the goal is just to cut off a head. Which should have taken a minute and a half if I had clung onto it, but... Instead it took like 4 swings with my sword. So yeah. That's the Hydra. I know I just made that a joke. So yeah, it had a weird glowing symbol on its head. I'm sure that's some kind of hint at
I am
something.
impressed.
Oh, be damned! This your handiwork? For true? Oh, what did the lack of an Hydra doing here anyway?
Ancient tales of the Arisen are well and good, friend. But make a gift of these heads to the Duke, and you might earn yourself a real title. Arisen. I see better now from whence the legends arose. Good judgment, swift footwork. Impressive, truly.
So yeah, that is probably the first place where most people die in the game, if not from getting hit off the ledge by the Cyclops. Like that is a hard fight. Casually. And by hard I mean it's hard until you realize, hey, grab onto it and then hit in the head a few times.
In any case, the Duke will want to know of this attack.
That's actually the way most of the encounters in this game goes. Once you learn their weakness, it's easy, if not time-consuming.
I'd hoped to gather a larger force before leaving for the capital, but the Hydra's head and the Arisen who claimed it make up the difference amply. I cannot say what the pass may hold. You'll need your strength. It will be slow going with a cart. I dare say you'll have no trouble catching up. We'll meet at the Way Castle. Till then, I bid you rest well. 'Tis a long road ahead.
So resting actually changed the time of day. I think it did. Let me put my lantern away. No reason to waste oil. It's hard to tell sometimes if time's passed or not because the lighting changes all the time.
Stock and revise our party and equipment.
So casually, you'd probably be maybe level 6 by now. And ideally, by the time you get to the capital city, which is our next destination, you'd want to be over level 10.
That terrible
But
creature. I saw it from my spot at the post. What was it?
then there's this guy.
It's been dispatched then? Thank the Maker. Hold a moment. Is Kina not with you? She was said to lead the village in search of art for your wounds. I thought you accompanied her. These are dark times for a girl alone in the wilds. Any idea where she might be off to?
Built to keep out goblins, I should think.
The chief worries after Kina as well. I pray she wouldn't attempt the forest alone. If another beast such as that Hydra were to appear.
So yeah, that's the quest that everyone can miss. After you kill the Hydra, everyone's like, okay, well, I guess we're delivering it. And it's like, no, guess what? You'd better backtrack all the way back to Cassardus again.
Back to Cassardus, Arisen. 'Tis a fair
For
use.
the specific reason of getting a missable quest. And guess what? If you don't do this quest before you... Or not before you get the Grand Sword, but once you get the Grand Sword, you're basically directed directly into another quest.
Well sturdy, this
And if
place.
you accept that quest, it locks you out of this quest over here. And this quest over here is one of the few quests in the game
Let's ask at the village.
actually
Perhaps
worth
we'll
the
find
time
ore
of
among the
doing.
crags that litter
Because
this
completing it, well, the quest itself isn't honestly that great. The quest that you get from completing it is actually lore relevant.
Bide your time.
And that quest is locked unless you complete this quest.
The roads are safer than the brush. But still,
This game has a ton of stuff like that. And by a ton, I mean maybe 3 instances, because
Not even the
honestly,
venture far.
there's not a lot of quests in this game that have any lore relevance whatsoever that aren't the main
Tis your
quest.
hometown, is it?
You'll also notice I'm talking over my pawns, because guess what? They're gonna not shut up the entire game. They're gonna be like, oh, look, there's things over there. Sup,
You've
well boy.
slain the monsters of the well, have you? Truly, you are a wonder, cousin. Now I think upon it, 'twas my hiding in the well what brought the danger to light. I take no credit, mind. I simply feared I'd be blamed for releasing monsters upon the village for having opened up the well. 'Tis a relief in all you're doing, cuz. Here, I owe you at least this much for all you've done. I shall strive to learn from your example. Commit myself to becoming a soldier fit to defend the land and its people. Honest.
So yeah, for some reason the well in Cassardus just goes straight underneath. Actually, if I can open the map here. So yeah, the well in Cassardus, for some reason, extends underneath this entire, like, encampment all the way to the Dripstone Cave Rear Passage. It's a hell of a well. Like, why is that there? I have no idea. Either way, you also notice there's, like, waystones and stuff. This map obviously wouldn't be uncovered if it was a regular game. The capital's over there. We've traveled, like, this short little stretch here is just basically baby's first area. Everything past here, we start to get into, like, the real meat and potatoes. Stuff over here is, quite honestly, meant for level 20 characters. And you'll see why once we get up here, because there's really strong bandits all along up here. Like, stronger than the ones you'll find past the encampment going this way. Which is where most people are like, oh, there's really strong bandits here, I guess I can't get that way. And it's like, no, you just have to deal with how strong they are. Because if you don't do that quest, you miss it. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go talk to the village chief, who is hopefully still at his house, assuming this is sunrise and not sunset. Looks to be sunrise. It is. There he is, outside his house.
Hold, Minnow. I'd have your ear a moment. It's been a full sun since last I saw Kina. She spoke of the Witchwood to find a cure for your wound. If she's gone there for true, I beg of you, find Kina and see her back safely, ere some ill befalls her.
So what I'm gonna do is I still have a couple, not wake stones, port crystals that I never used from the base game. Or from my first playthrough, I should say. In the base game, there was like one port crystal the entire game. Until you got the New Game Plus, then you could buy them.
Why not avail yourself of the inn to
This
rest
is a
a while,
fine
Arisen?
bit of fortune you've come into.
Hey, it's Madeline.
Fie, what to do. If only there was some hero to aid a poor, unfortunate lass such as I.
See it? There's a
Quite
missable
good,
quest
Bishop.
there.
I've a favour to ask if you've the time to listen. It is a matter of warding the village from crime. I would ask your help. I knew I could rely on you. Truth be told, the crime has already come. A thief, cousin. He strikes the same spots each time. Geraldo's grocery and Estella's apothecary have suffered, as I have. The rat steals in at night and pinches the food and vital stores we've gathered for times of need. A skilled wretch too, and well crafty. There is a strict order to his thieving. I've spoken with the others, and we've agreed upon a plan to catch our rat. They are none too pleased at this violation, and eager to be quit of it. Best you go and speak with them. Come and find me after. I will explain the plan.
See, we got a quest there. I'm not going to take on the Air Girls quest yet. Because if I remember correctly, there's probably another quest I should be able to grab. I think. Can I pick up Valmiro's quest?
Are you certain we ought to enter someone's home unbidden?
What's this?
Don't think I can.
What's that?
Huh. Well, Valmiro's quest giver is weird in that he wanders all over the freaking place too. Valmiro's quest might be after the getting the Grand Sorin, because quests are triggers for our quests opening. Either way, I've got to go talk to some store owners.
Aye, there's a thief about, and I've the missing wares to prove it. I even chanced to see the rat scurrying off after he'd lightened my stores. Quick as a flash he was. I'd have been impressed, had I not been so angry.
Okay, so
It seems this
thief around robbing people's stores. This is a fisherman's house. It's most certainly not a store.
Seems they trade in text.
You look well, child.
Such vivid colors.
Where's the other storekeeper? As my pawns smash people's houses apart and steal their stuff.
Where shall we head?
Because, you know, pawns. Pawns are terrible in this game.
Word is
How you... I hear tell of a hideous creature called a Hydra roams these parts.
Where the hell is the air guy? Got to freaking actually put on the quest marker, aren't I?
Best speak with Geraldo at the grocery.
Best we spoke to the victims.
Okay, I put it on. Where the hell is Geraldo? Thought his store was here. It is here. He's just not here yet.
This grocer is responsible for much of the village's provisions.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about like NPCs not showing up this early in the game yet. Or this early in the day, I mean. I mean, they are here in the game, they're just... Well, whatever. I wasn't going to complete his quest now anyway, because doing his quest would require like a full night's sleep.
Oh, I know you. You took up steel and drove the dragon from Cassidus, yes? I heard about that. And of course you know me. I come here now and again to restock my wares.
So yeah, this is the merchant I ended up as my partner, or my love interest, because I gave her the gold idol, which basically shoots their affinity for you through the roof, and the only reason I gave it to her is, quite honestly, she has, well, the best dagger and bow gear that you can get in the base game, you know, before getting to endgame levels. And, you know, as a class that uses those, it's always helpful to have that on hand. She also gets the best, like, female-only equipment for the base game early on.
You do recall me, yes? Madeline? Finest peddler in all Grancis? Ravishing beauty of legend and song? Madeline. Well, no matter. I've bigger problems. These are dark days, so terrible as to drive even I to the brink of tears. And yet, just when I need the aid of one both clever and strong, you arrive. Truly, fortune means us to partner together. Don't you agree?
I guess so.
Only a fool could mistake the thread of destiny what links us. You will be my savior true, and after me, the world entire. And with that, we must be off. I trust you know of the encampment outside the village. I must travel there with all speed, but the wilds are perilous of late. Would you see me there safely?
See it? Escort mission. And kill 10 chimeras. That will be piss easy, and that will probably happen. So we got a bunch of quests now. We got to take it slow because Madeline's a slow walker. And she'll actually go and loot stuff off the road. It's kind of annoying. It's why I don't do escort missions. You'll get a ton of escort missions throughout the game on those notice boards if you decide to take them. All of them are terrible. Because a lot of them require you to walk to the middle of nowhere. For basically no reason.
I shall restore your health. Hold on.
So I don't think I'm going to go to Witchwood yet. I will probably go to Grand Soren first. And the worst part about the Witchwood is there's totally a one-way shortcut. And the one-way shortcut exits like way up there and you drop down the cliff. And there's no way to get up there. If you could, it would quite literally save like 15 minutes of walking every single time. It's that far away to go around the long way. It's honestly like the most annoying place to go to in the game.
Endeavor to be ever calm and
So I'm probably going to drop a port crystal there once I get there.
then strike.
Hold a moment. There's aught here.
God damn it. Slow, 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 slow. Like I'm walking and you're slow.
It's safest on the roads.
Like literally. This is why escort missions suck. Granted, I know hers is more scripted. And like this road is completely safe too. But can you imagine NPCs with pathing like that? Going through super dangerous areas of like Cyclopses and shit. And trying to keep them alive.
Some new roads.
It's absolutely god-awful.
Success, and all thanks goes to your fine work. We'd best be inside, don't you think?
And quite honestly, the reward is almost never worth it for the escort missions.
This may sound untoward, but have you aught in the way of coin? Please, I must make for the capital, but times are dark and my purse light. It's a terrible curse being poor. Times are it takes all I have just to keep the tears back. Will you spare some gold? I would repay you, of course, at some point, most likely.
You're never getting this gold back. And it's like a piss low amount, so.
I am so very much in love with you at this moment. A woman's heart is a dangerous creature, but you know well how to tame it. Oft has it been said, a poor life is a happy one. I have never found this to be true. If ever fortune sees you to Grand Soren and me to setting up my shop, you must come visit. I shall even give you a discount. A small one. You'll find naught but the finest wares here.
So yeah, she's a merchant. The other thing is, in New Game Plus, merchants retain their stock.
We are a vagabond people.
So I could buy
Born
endgame
in a
stuff from her.
drifting world. We come from the rift.
I don't really care to right now. I'm more interested in is finding out where Renard went. Since to be quite honest, I've never actually been to his shop. You know, him being dead and all.
Within this tent,
He's actually not in this tent, so I imagine he'd be somewhere around this area. Is that him right there? Yes, it is.
Oi there. Been some time, hasn't it? Enough time to become well famous in your case. The Arisen. Tis the second coming of Duke Dragonsbane, I dare say. I like it, friend. I like it well. Now, let us talk of business. You be a fool.
Alright. So yeah, he sells a bunch of crap. Pretty much just curatives and stuff. Now the problem is, to get his Air Quest, you have to buy a bunch of stuff from him.
Now, pray, call it...
And by buy a bunch of stuff from him, I mean literally
to
back
leave it
out
here.
all the way, talk to
Now,
him again,
let us-
buy stuff. Because it's not how much you spend, it's how many times you buy stuff from him. This could take a while.
Now.
But this is the Air Quest of his I missed, because, you know, him being dead
Now, let us
kind of
pray,
sullies a bunch of stuff. So this could take a while, like I said.
Now.
And, you know, if this goes on much
Now,
longer, I'm probably going to
pray,
cut.
call-
This is also a
I am
quest
doing-
that would
Now,
basically
let
see
us
you
talk-
fetching stuff for quite a while, but since I apparently kept the stuff
Now.
from my last
Pray,
playthrough,
call it-
that will completely
I am
trivialize
to-
the quest.
Now, let us...
Because I believe what he wants you to do once
Now,
you get his
pray,
quest
call-
is he wants you to go find journal entries about his
I
father
am
or
to-
something,
Now.
which are just scattered all over the map in really random places. I happen to find them all.
Now,
They're all in
let us
chests
talk
that
of
are, you know, one-time opens
Pray, call it...
as set loot. Yeah. No, I'm done talking to him. I'm not going to waste more time doing that. So I could go and get Kina, but since it seems the Aragai's quest isn't done yet, what's his name? Valmiro's quest. Since Valmiro's quest isn't there yet, there's honestly no point in me going there, since for Valmiro's quest I'll have to go back to Witchwood anyway. And I didn't bring my port crystal because that thing's heavy and weighs a ton.
This encampment serves as a
So
fine
instead I'll
border
just
between
make my way over to the place I need to go for the quest. Also known as the first, like, actually difficult, like, traveling section of the game.
Never forget. Constant vigilance.
There's a good chance you meet bandits around these things. I got lucky apparently. No bandits for me. Probably gonna run into wolves or something. I'm sure.
Reindeer steam master. Mind you don't slip.
Oh, I guess I can't go up
We
this
can
way.
likely pass through here.
It's been a while since I've been up here the intended way, so my navigation's clearly not very good. Couldn't make that jump. Oh well.
A sorcerer master. Get him! Stay vigilant.
Alright.
We could
There's your
scale this
bandits.
slope, provided we sought out the shallowest slopes.
These guys don't even hurt me. He dropped a shackle, which seems like completely worthless crap. I know. Shackles are actually useful for skeleton keys, which, like I said earlier, there's like
They're left exposed after a
6
time
doors
strike.
total in the game, 2 of which remain opened after you unlock them forever.
That bandits arisen.
Will likely face ambush.
Golden blood! What's it, Arisen? I am at your side.
Counter after they strike.
I will protect you, Arisen.
Kind of up here. Alright.
They attack in quick succession.
Strength in numbers, Arisen.
No more bandits. Good. See, that would be a much harder fight at lower levels. Bandits are pretty dangerous at this point in the game if you're the right level,
I pray the day monsters no longer
because they do pretty significant damage. They do the same amount of damage you can do, which is why they're so dangerous.
Let's be doubly sure of which will see us to our destination.
stone makes a regrettable.
And here is our quest.
Follow this road north and we'll hit Grand Soren.
Quite the grand structure.
So on the map, you know, we took a shortcut through here, which really wasn't much of a shortcut. So if you follow this road north, there's more bandits around this abandoned storehouse, which I briefly walked around. Probably about 6 strong here. There's like 6 to 8 up here, which are the ones I fought. There's a couple more down here. And all through this middle part is a crap ton of wolves, which are super annoying to fight, which is why I took the bandit route. Doesn't matter what level you are, wolves always suck to fight.
I trust you rested well, given the hour. The Arisen arose late this day, eh? We make for the capital, men. Like as not, the cart will draw beasts along the way. Stay vigilant, but fear not. We walk with the Arisen, slayer of Hydras.
It's actually an interesting line. Apparently she says different stuff based on time of day. And what I think that means is that it'll be night by the time the cart gets to Grand Soaring, which isn't ideal. Oh yes, by the way, standing near riftstones will automatically heal your pawn's health if they lose them. Won't heal yours, but it'll heal your pawns for sure.